Come and see how we cruise from Cambodia across the border into Vietnam. Hi, Michelle here from Travelling Over 60. Come join me on this adventure. Now we're leaving Phnom Penh today and we have a day of cruising to Ten Chau, and that means we're going to be crossing the border back into Vietnam. Okay, easy day of sailing today. We're going to start with our breakfast and then we're just going to have an easy morning. We're going to just sit on our balcony, send home some messages to family. We're going to have our lunch. There's a cooking demonstration. There'll also be some entertainment tonight. Let's take a look at the weather. 28 degrees and it's going to get to about 30. Now we don't need any walking attire today, just shorts, t-shirt. I've just got a dress on, thongs or flip-flops, and we will need our sunglasses and we're still going to put on sunscreen and bug spray. Okay, we've finished our breakfast and we've come up on deck to watch the shuffling of the ships. Remember, we had a ship park up against us, so we now have to wait until that ship pulls out, that's it there, and we're pulling off the dock. It's quite a dance with ships actually as we pull out. Then they go back into the dock and tie up again. We take our last look at Phnom Penh, and considering we were here for 2 days and 2 nights, we didn't really get to see a lot, but I got to do a lot of shopping. Now this is that other ship coming into dock again. You can see it just over on the right-hand side. That's us finished here now as we pick up speed and we start to cruise further along. Another thing to note is it's really windy up on deck, and you can see the sky. There's a few clouds around. Hopefully we won't get any rain along the way. We're going to spend the time on the balcony, so I don't want to get wet. Okay, we're finished up on deck now. I think I've seen enough from this side of the ship, and we're going to make our way down to the balcony, which is on the other side of the ship. So I thought I might talk a little bit about how we keep in contact when we're away. Now, our children are grown up and we have grandchildren, and our grandchildren are all under 6. So we make little videos every couple of days. We show them where we are, we talk about what we've seen, and then we post them on Messenger. Now, that only takes internet. You don't have to have a phone service. And we always make sure we have a Wi-Fi package or free Wi-Fi wherever we be. The other good thing about doing it this way is there's usually a time difference between where we are and home. So this way we can post it up on Messenger whenever we finish, and they can just pick it up whatever time they have available. For us, this seems to work really well. The other thing is if our children need to be in contact with us, they can always do the same thing back to us, and we just pick it up when we see there's a message there. We have cameras all around our house so that if we see something while we're away, we can always contact one of our children, and they don't live far. They can go up and check whatever it was. Most of the time, someone's at home at our house anyway. If you're watching what's going on in the background, that's us saying goodbye to one lot of grandkids and hello to the next lot. Most of our conversation revolves around our grandchildren, and that's a digger in the background on the edge of the water. We also let them know how long it is before we come home. Yes, 4 days till we go home. And sometimes we're even lucky enough to have something really interesting come up in the background. If you look hard, you can see there's a fun park coming up. Well, of course, our grandkids love that. Even though they're really young, it's really good for them to understand that children are the same all over the world. They all love to go to a fun park. Now, doing our videos this way, it does come with some hazards. We've always got to try and prop up the camera, and all sorts of bloopers happen. Watch this one. We're trying to show them that Ferris wheel, and the camera kept collapsing. And we'd be laughing so much we could hardly prop it up again. But sometimes it takes a few takes to get it. Now, after we sent our messages home, we then just sat and relaxed on the balcony. And it's amazing the things that you see that are passing by. Look at this. But also take a look at those clouds. That doesn't look promising. So we decide it's time to go inside now. And of course, looking at the clock, it's lunchtime. And I think we're starting to get close to the border. They did tell us we'll start to see more ships on the water. Okay, here's what's for lunch today, and I feel like I've just eaten breakfast, so we decided to have a light lunch today. Wow, I certainly understand what they mean by more ships. I can't see the way through. I'm not sure where they're going. Okay, we're going to head up onto the top deck now and have a bit of a look at the view from up there. As you can see, there is a lot of ships. And boy, is it windy up here. And this is just giving you a better idea of it. This is in Cambodia. We're coming from here and we're sailing into this. This is going into Vietnam. I can't even see a path where they're going. Now, just to give you a bit of an idea how the border crossing works, the cruise ship comes down as far as where the border is. That's the white building there. And they will stop. Now, they've been holding our passports the whole time. So they collect up our passports, they go across to that building, and they will check us all off. We don't have to do anything. Once that's happened, we make our way through to Chen Chao. Now, they tell us this process takes approximately an hour. So while this process happens, the ship is just going to stay stopped here until it's finalised. And while we're waiting for all this to happen, there's going to be a cooking demonstration. But just before we go down, we're going to get a few steps in on the walking track. But to make a difference, I think we're going to have to walk faster than that. Oh, it's nice to be out of that wind. Now they've just set up for the cooking demonstration. They're going to show us how to make spring rolls. Now, we've already seen a demonstration on spring rolls and we've even cooked them ourselves, but this just fills in a little bit of time today. Okay, the cooking demonstration is finished and the passport process is also finished. And call me crazy, call me old, just call me plain old childish. I really want to be up on deck when we actually cross over the border. Now, I know there's not a dotted line there, but I just want to be up there when we're sailing on. And here we go. We're leaving Cambodia and making our way into Vietnam. Oh dear, and yep, I did this. And at the front of the ship, they did this. Oh, gee, this is a hard job today. It's really important to make sure we get this up the right way. Can't be upside down. And I bet he wished he was a little bit taller. Who said putting a flag up is easy? And we're officially in Vietnam. Now we keep sailing to Tan Chau, and as you can see, it's only just over the border. The border line is the white line. We clean up for dinner and we go up to the lounge again to have a few drinks and socialise with our fellow travellers because it's dinner time now. More food. We start with the prawn rolls. Here's just a close-up look at them. And then we both had the pork ribs. And lastly, we just finish off with some ice cream. Now, tonight's entertainment after dinner is a trivia quiz and then some karaoke. So we're going to head up to the lounge, we're going to have a few drinks, and I'm sure more than enough laughs. So did you like that video? I hope you did. You know what time it is. This is the time in the video when I come in and I say, please support me and give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. Now, this doesn't cost you anything, but it certainly tells YouTube that people are watching my videos. And if they know that somebody's watching, they're going to push it out to more people. And hopefully I'm helping some of you. If I am, let me know in the comments down below if I've helped you with some of my information. Anyway, hopefully it gets pushed out to more people and it helps more people. I really appreciate your support. Coming up in my next video, we're going to be in Tan Chau and we see a funeral. You don't want to miss that.